wound. To bandage a forehead wound with a triangular bandage, lay the bandage flat with a point facing down. Position the base across the top of the forehead, covering the wound, and across the ends over the back of the head, securing them firmly without being too tight. Use adhesive tape or safety pins, or to secure you need to tie and loose ends. Monitor for infection signs and seek medical help if needed. This technique supports healing, comfort, and wound protection. To bandage an elbow wound using the Cravat method with a triangular bandage, place the bandage's midpoint over the elbow joint and let the ends hang down the forearm and the upper arm. Wrap one end around the forearm just below the elbow, cross it over the joint, then bring it up and across the opposite shoulder. Wrap the other around to the upper arm above the elbow, then tie it to secure the knot. Ear, cheek, jaw. To bandage an ear, cheek, jaw injury with a triangular bandage, position the base under the chin and wrap the point up and over the injured ear, securing it on top of the head with tape or a nut. Ensure the bandage fully covers the injured ear and provides gentle support, adjusting the tightness for comfort. Monitor for worsening symptoms like increased pain or swelling, and seek medical attention promptly if needed. This method temporarily protects and stabilizes the injured ear until professional medical treatment is available. Forehand. To bandage a forehand using the Cravat method with a triangular bandage, position the midpoint under the injured hand with a straight edge along the wrist. Wrap one end around the hand above the wrist, crossing over the back of the hand. And then gently knot using the square knot, and just make sure that it is snug comfortably without restricting any movement or circulation. Adjust as needed for comfort and effectiveness.
Hip wound. Position the midpoint of the Cravat bandage over the dressing, directly above the wound. Make sure the ends of the bandage are of equal length. Starting from one side of the hip, gently wrap one end of the Cravat bandage around the patient's hip, passing over the dressing. Bring it around to the opposite side of the hip, crossing over the midpoint of the bandage. After crossing over the midpoint, wrap the other end of the bandage around the hip in the opposite direction. Continue wrapping until you use up the length of the bandage. Once the bandage is wrapped securely around the hip and over the dressing, tie the ends out together in a knot. Ensure that the knot is snug but not overly tight, as you don't want to restrict circulation.
To bandage an open palm. Using only a triangular bandage, position the injured hand palm up on the bandage near the base of the triangle. Wrap one end of the bandage around the wrist to secure it. Then firmly wrap all the fingers for support. Continue wrapping around the palm, leaving the thumb free, and secure the ends at the wrist with a knot, or you can use tape, just to ensure it's snug but not tight for proper circulation. Monitor for discomfort or circulation issues and seek medical attention if needed. This method stabilizes and protects an open palm injury with a triangular bandage, allowing hand movement while providing support. Adjust as needed for comfort and effectiveness.
Face burn. Place the midpoint of the folded triangular bandage directly over the dressing, with the base of the bandage positioned along the patient's forehead. Take one tail of the bandage and wrap it around the back of the patient's head, crossing it over the other tail in front of the face. Tie the ends of the bandage securely at the back of the head, ensuring that the knot is snug but not too tight. You can use a square knot to secure the bandage. Ensure that the bandage is comfortable for the patient and that it provides adequate coverage and support for the burn area. Adjust the tightness of the bandage if necessary.
Head tap. Fold the base at least 2 to 3 inches. Place the folded base aligned with eyebrow. Pull back and cross over at the back, tucking apex beneath. Fold both ends in front. Secure with a square knot at the center of the folded base. Tuck ends. Fold down apex. Tuck sides neatly.
Chest wound. Place the center of the bandage on the dressing with the point resting on the shoulder at the side of the injured chest and its base parallel to the ground. Fold the hem about 2 inches outward along the base, then carry both ends firmly around the body and tie them at the back. Twist both ends together and bring them up to the shoulder where the point is and tie them as well. Be sure to fold outside hems at each side of the bandage before tying the point. Arm sling. Slide the folded bandage under the injured arm, positioning the midpoint of the bandage at the elbow crease. The two ends of the bandage should hang evenly down from the elbow. Gently lift the injured arm with one hand while using the other hand to support the elbow and forearm. Ensure the arm is supported in a comfortable and stable position. Take one end of the bandage and bring it up and over the opposite shoulder. The end of the bandage should hang down loosely in front of the chest. Check the length of the bandage hanging down in front of the chest. It should be long enough to reach the wrist of the injured arm when pulled up. Bring the hanging end of the bandage behind the neck and tie it securely to the other end of the bandage, coming from under the arm. Ensure the knot is snug but not too tight.
Foot burn. Place the foot in the middle of the triangle bandage with the heel forward of the base. Ensure that the toes are separated with absorbent material to prevent irritation of the skin. Place apex over the top of the foot and tuck any excess material into the plates on each side. Cross the ends of the top of the foot, take them around the ankle, and tie at the front of the ankle. Hand burn. Place the hand in the middle of the triangular bandage with the rest at the base. Place apex over the fingers and tuck any excess material into the plates on each side of the hand. Cross the ends of the top of the hand, take them around the wrist and tie them with a square knot.